So Claude just built this whole dashboard, 4 minutes, not one line of code. So every night you're guessing, pulling up Shopify, scrolling, trying to figure out what's about to sell out and what's turning into dead stock in your garage, or hopefully you got a warehouse. So it's this thing right here is pulling real data from an actual clothing brand store right now. And then technically it's not, because I didn't have this connect directly to Shopify, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. I just pulled screenshots, but yours can do it automatically. But it's already caught 2 products they need to reorder right now, actually 7 technically. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how this got built, and you're building your own version tonight. So it's already asking me questions. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of walk through this as well. But I want you to stick around, because I'm gonna give you the exact prompt I used later in this video, and no, one prompt isn't going to fix everything, so you've got to pay attention here. Howdy. So if we haven't met yet, I'm Aaron and I run Bit Branding with my business partner, Christian. We only work with clothing brands, and over the last 12 months, we've helped over 300 of those brands scale online. So this is not theory, this is something from real brands that we're really using right now. So I already know your nights. You open up a tab, open up inventory, another tab, open up your ad spend, maybe open up another tab, pull up Shopify. And you're trying to remember if you already reordered that hoodie, that dress, and here's the thing that nobody tells you. You don't need an $8,000 developer, and you don't need one of those templated inventory apps either. The ones that charge you every single month and still don't talk to your ad numbers, those apps are built for everybody, which means they're built for nobody. That monthly fee is putting gasoline on the fire and burning your money, for lack of a better term. But truthfully, we've done a lot with, and Christian's had other videos come out, it's like, what can you use with Claude Code here? And I wanna walk through what that looks like. So I want you to open up Claude. All right, so what I'm telling you in plain English right here, and I use a tool called Whisper Flow. You can use whatever you would like, but there's dictation software. You can actually type this, it doesn't matter. But I want to tell it this, right? So I want you to connect to my Shopify store and build me a dashboard that shows my best sellers, my dead stock sitting for 45 days or more, and when I need to reorder. As a side note, anything that has less than 30 days of inventory is kind of like that danger zone. Anything more than like 75 days is kind of that danger zone. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, but let's go ahead and stop here. So that's the text that I am using. A couple of things here about Claude Code. Maybe this is the first time that you've used this. This is a new interface. And so previously you could go to, so this is Claude Chat and Cowork. Previously, you would have to click between the 3 tabs. Now it's basically Chat and Cowork are in the same spot. And then Claude Code is by itself over here, and that's how you're gonna access it. Now you do need to be downloading the desktop app to access Claude Code. All right, so I gave it that prompt. I'm running on Opus 4.8. You can run on Fable 5. However, I'm very close to running out of my usage there, and that will burn through it. So I'm just doing something a little bit lower model. So it'll give us a really good output, just maybe not as advanced as something like a Fable 5. All right, so this is the exact spec dashboard is already built into it in your thresholds, as I showed you earlier. But literally this is it, right? That's the whole prompt. There's no code, there's no developer. A lot of y'all have already used Claude to write captions or emails. This is different. And I think you have to understand that, like, for chat, if you're not building anything, then chat's gonna be the great place to go to. I mean, even Cowork as well, it's like a little finicky right now, but it will do a good job. But if you're looking to build something, Code is where it's at. And it doesn't require anything other than just speaking directly to it. You not have to have a background in code. So Claude Code is the version that goes out, it connects to your actual store and builds something that keeps running. It doesn't just answer one question and disappear. I think of this as like your actual agent. This is an operator versus the chat. You have to kind of like tell it what to do versus this one's like, oh, here's a problem. Let me go just continue to fix this. I know words like connector sound technical. So here's the plain version. It's like handing, and when I say connector, I mean Shopify is an actual connection here. So let me show you what this looks like. You can go to connectors and you can see down here that we have Shopify connected. Well, actually I don't have it connected. I disconnected it for this. But you're gonna hit Shopify for Connect. It'll welcome you here. This page would actually show you a bunch of stores that we have access to. I'm gonna blur those out on here. But then you're gonna connect it. And what is a connector? It's like handing Claude a key to your store's back office so it can look at your real numbers instead of you typing them in by hand. Now, I did that here. I actually just took screenshots and put it here because otherwise I'd have to sign in and sign out of different Shopify stores. So I'm just doing that here. All right, so we set this up for a brand called This Is My House Dress. If you've watched any of the YouTube videos, they are a brand that we work with. They're part of our Optimized Store Owner program. These are real numbers, real data here. This isn't a demo account. This is the actual store. I pulled them from screenshots inside of Shopify, which again, kind of have here right now. All right, so we have here the weekend midi dress, right? There's different colors, black, like where are we at, the total revenue, date supply, how much is in stock, all of those different things that you can look back at it, like the last 30 days. This is all the products, this is best sellers, this is a reorder, dead stock, overstock. One of the things too that I think is pretty cool is we created a skill, which is like a reusable type of task to like match our brand, which you can do as well. And go watch the skills video. I have a whole video on how to do skills for clothing brands, but I can do this. Please use the bit branding skill for the brand identity, for the brand guidelines to redesign the look for this daily inventory snapshot. So then it should be able to pull up my skill and then start actually working through what this looks like, and it should change the color scheme in the background or what this looks like for our brand. All right, so the cool thing though for you is that you can log into Claude or get a report or whatever it looked like, and it will tell you like, hey, look, this is what you should order. This is the dead stock. This is a product. We can actually like look at it right here. Meta calls this an artifact. And so it's like a live dashboard inside of Claude for you. You can also copy this link and share it. You can refresh it. So it like actually pulls in live data. And like over here, this is one that's been sitting here for almost, a couple of months. Let's see here. Overstock, dead stock. Okay, this one's been there. Like this one right now is like actually not moving a ton of units. It's been on there for a long time. This one's got a linen tank dress. There's only one of them. It's been 900 days, $44. That right there is honestly cash that's tied up into the garment rack instead of actually in her pocket. And that's the whole point. It's not guessing. These are real numbers and they're organized. It's in one place. Now, I already know what you're kind of thinking at this point. Now, Aaron, I'm not technical. I don't know code. What you're saying right now sounds great. It seems like it's going to be a little bit too much for me. Let me tell you, right? Neither do I. Neither do I know code to a degree. It took some stuff like 10, 12 years ago, so it's all probably gone. But the whole thing was built in plain English, right? With sentences and honestly with whisper flow for me talking. And you never touch a single line of code. Well, I lied. It'll give you some code sometimes you have to copy and paste. So if you know how to copy and paste, you'll be good. But this doesn't put your store at risk. It's a read-only connection. It's looking at your numbers. It's not changing anything on your store. So all of it can literally be done right here by just having conversation. So let's bring this back around. So remember at the start, I told you I'd give you the exact prompt. So here it is. I'm gonna do this through Whisper Flow. If you want this, just comment the word Claude below. This will be under the build section. I have everything inside of one spot for Claude, so once you get access to it, you'll just have everything. And I'll send you the full blueprint, the prompt, the setup steps, everything, so that you can build this on your own version of this tonight. So one of the things about artifacts, you're gonna wonder like, okay, where can you find this? So under the code, underneath new sessions, you click artifact, and then you can see this will be live for you actually inside of a browser that you can spend time on. And again, like I said, you can share this. I also have one for clothing brand owners as well. This is the kind of the 6x1 method, the method that we use to grow clothing brands to 100K months. But again, this is an artifact as well. And you can have other artifacts as well. Like this one is a pricing calculator. This one is an influencer. This is a scorecard for sales. All of these things are artifacts and you can share them. You can also create a new artifact here and it will jump directly into the code to do so. Now let's go back to this here. So it changed colors. It changed it to bit branding instead of this is my house dress. Not a big fan for all of these colors, but it did change it. You can also give it your brand guidelines. Preferably it would look something like this. These were our brand guidelines, and this looks a lot more on brand for us. So I'd want to make some tweaks and changes. But again, I'm doing this live for you, mostly to just show you that all you have to do is literally type in plain English how to do this. Look, if you're looking to use, and we'll do more videos on Claude Code in the future and building tools out as we use them, but this is the most like basic, save you time and money to connect Shopify with Claude to have this dashboard to help you with inventory. It's one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time. If you are looking to grow your clothing brand and you need somebody to look at your numbers, look at your data, figure out what the bottlenecks are and why you're not growing, we offer no cost free strategy sessions. All you need to do is check out the link in the description down below. The thing that I love most about YouTube and why you're here is that it knows what video you should be watching next to grow your clothing brand. Go check out one of these two videos right here next.